Today we're going to focus on illness and feeling left behind.
How often do you feel unable to keep up with what your peers are doing?
To what extent do you attribute your illness as to restricting you?
We have both spent many years feeling like we are missing out because of our conditions.
In the following video, we discuss some ways to deal with feeling left behind because of illness.
Does it feel like chronic illness is holding you back from being where you think you should be in life? Perhaps you feel as if you aren't accomplishing as much as your peers. Even at the best of times, many of us have this fear of falling behind. However, chronic illness is a major disruptor. It can impede every area of your life, including education, career, finances, hobbies, and travel.
What makes it tougher is when everyone you know seems to be where you think you should be, living the life you wish to live and accomplishing the things you thought you would achieve. This can lead you to feeling anxious, depressed, stressed, or angry.
Even worse is that you may feel restricted in what you're able to do about it. If you were in perfect health, maybe you could finish your studies, land that better paid job, or get into better physical shape. However, with chronic illness, you only may have a few hours a day where you are functional at all. How can you possibly keep up with the others?
Let's focus on some ways that you can get out of comparison mode. Reframe the situation and start acting on what you're still able to control. Number 1, identify your emotions. For you to improve the way you feel, you must get real with the emotions you are experiencing. Too many of us try to repress or deny our true feelings. What does this resolve? Is it anger, sadness, depression, or anxiety? Whatever it is, sit and embrace it. Allow yourself to experience it. However, ask yourself also, how would you really like to be feeling?
Number 2, establish which thoughts are triggering these emotions. Contrary to popular belief, all situations are neutral. Events don't create emotions. Our thoughts about these events cause the feelings that we experience. Human beings attach their own meaning onto events which happen. And perhaps you're thinking that you have not accomplished anything in life, that chronic illness makes you incapable, or that others have a much more fulfilled life than you. If it's one of those thoughts, or anything similar, how is this thinking affecting your emotional state?
Number 3, dispute these thoughts. Chronic illness is a tough challenge, but is it as catastrophic as it may seem to you? Ask yourself if the situation is either black or white. Perhaps there is some middle ground you can identify. Maybe there's another perspective to consider. What would you say to a friend if they were in your situation? Consider a small accomplishment you may achieved or capabilities you still possess. Has the illness experience helped you acquire new skills or strengths along the way?
Number 4, question where these thoughts originate from. Think about whether the expectations you have about your life are based upon an intrinsic need or if they originate from an external source. To what extent are they based upon social expectations? How congruent are they to the person you really are deep down? Keep in mind that there are 7.6 billion people on this planet. Most of them will not be advancing in the same way or at the same pace. Social expectations are only formulated within the context of a time period and a culture.
And number 5, focus on what you're still able to control. Consider ways you can remain proactive. How can you modify or abbreviate essential activities? Maybe you can pursue your education online or generate income by working part-time from home. Think about manageable ways you can still travel while making it more comfortable. Look into the modified variations of exercise routines which you once enjoyed.
Remember that there still may be ways for you to grow even when it feels like you're shrinking. 1 or 2 big losses can be negated by a daily succession of small wins. Setting yourselves goals which are SMART, meaning specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time sensitive, can help you achieve a greater sense of purpose and fulfillment.
We hope that you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Did you like the ideas? Do you have any ideas of your own? Is there anything different which you would like to see us cover?
If you like what you've heard, we ask you to support this channel by clicking the thumbs up on this video and hitting the subscribe button. Please also use the share button to pass this information around to anyone who may benefit from it.
Check out the written blog version of this video by clicking the link below and visiting our website. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter under Empower Illness Coaching. To find out more about who we are, feel free to visit the video about our illness journey.